today I'm going to talk about loop recorders, and I wanted to do this video because when I was going to get a loop recorder, I looked up videos on YouTube, and they were either like really scary, like, oh, it was in the operating room and it's been 2 months and I'm still not recovered, or that, or it was that, and also it was like a lot of older people and no like young people, and there just weren't a ton in general. So I just thought I would put my experience out there for people about to get one. So for background, I got mine, I'm in the US, because there were some videos and there are people in England, I think, or the UK or Europe. So I'm in the US, and I just got mine at like a university hospital, college hospital. My cardiology people that I go to, I got it done by my electrophysiologist. Yeah, so a little bit of background. I have congenital heart disease, which means I have a whole bunch of heart defects since birth, and I had all my surgeries when I was younger, and I didn't deal with a lot of like issues really growing up. The thing that kind of started, when issues started, was right after I graduated high school. I went to community college for 2 years, and that's when I really started having like frequent palpitations, and I wore so many heart monitors. Like, I feel like if you're a CHD patient, you can tell how it's pretty amazing, like, technology, because I remember you got your good old Holter monitor, and like as the years has gone on, it's gotten smaller and smaller, and then you have this cool like one you can wear for a month that's just like a stick-on. They have like the Zeo ones. It's similar, but mine wasn't called a Zeo. It wasn't that brand. And you have like ones you can wear for a month, but you can like shower and everything, so it has all the dots. There's just so many different types, and it's pretty cool. But yeah, so I've done a ton of heart monitors, and during those 2 years in community college when I experienced those, I did a lot of different heart monitors, like trying to I did the Zeo one, but it never really worked because my chest is kind of like, my ribs are really curved, I guess, I think because of the surgeries I had, and I just wouldn't have, it's kind of like you say you have heart palpitations and then you wear a monitor for a month. This actually happened to me. I wore it for a month, and I didn't have any palpitations that month, and then the day after I got it off, like, I had one. So yeah, and then I also did the what's it called? It's like a cardia thing. So it's this little rectangle, and then you literally just put your two thumbs or 2 fingers on it, I think, and it records your heart rate. It takes an EKG, and that was really cool, except I would record stuff and send it to my cardiologist, and they were like, this is good, except like we're only getting when your heart is beating like 180. We don't know what's happening before that. So they were like, we want something where we can see like the whole, see before what happened, the episode. Anyways, so I switched cardiologists because my one wasn't really listening to me about the palpitations. So I switched. I would have had to switch anyways because I was going to adult, from pediatric to adult, and then I really liked my new cardiologist, and then when I said something about palpitations, I got the cardia, and then when that wasn't working, I got to see I got an electrophysiologist, which is like cardiologist, but the electrical pathways of the heart, which I had never had before or seen. And then after we just couldn't catch it, we had, I got the loop monitor implanted. So I want to talk about the actual like implant, because a lot of videos on here are like, it sounds scary, but it's really not. At least it wasn't for me. It's pretty tiny. I can literally feel it. It's right here. It's this big. I can feel it. And it's just really tiny. Kind of like a really skinny, the way the cardiologist described it to me was like a really skinny, not hard drive, but the thing you put in your computer, like memory stick kind of, for your computer. I don't know the word I'm thinking of. But yeah, so what I did is I went to the doctor's office, and we actually had to wait a really long time. The procedure itself literally took like 10 to 15 minutes, and it could have even been shorter, just I had some stuff. But we waited for 4 hours. And then finally, I like thought I was gonna go in an operating room, like be quiet and like have surgeons and all this stuff. Byron says my dog's sighing, or my brother's dog's sighing. But all I did was it was like, I think it was where they do like catheterizations and stuff, and like the recovery for catheterizations, and yeah. And so I went in a little area. It was just like, it wasn't even rooms, it was just curtains kind of, and chilled in there. And then finally she came in, and she had a knife. Yeah, it was gonna be graphic because I'm just gonna explain it, so if you don't like that, stop watching. But she was originally gonna put it like this way, like long ways, but because my ribs, I guess, are pretty like this, like that would have been uncomfortable, because it's literally like I have no fat in between my ribs and my skin, like it's just, so it would have been uncomfortable. So she put it the other ways, and it took a little bit. She had to try a few times because like I guess I have a lot of scar tissue, or I have some scar tissue from like surgeries. It was really odd. So what they do is they do also, I forgot about the numbing part, because I thought for some reason I thought the numbing would be like an IV. No, they just do a shot, like a needle in your chest, and that wasn't that bad. And then she did the cut, just a tiny cut. Well, I don't really. It's literally like this big, maybe, a little cut. And put it in. And she had to try several times because of the scar tissue, and so they had to like keep numbing it up, and I kept like like wincing for the needle, but looking back I was like, you already numb, like it didn't hurt. So it didn't hurt at all. It just was when she was putting it in, it was just a weird pressure feeling. It wasn't like, it didn't hurt, but it was just kind of a weird feeling. Yeah, I don't know how to describe it. Just a pressure, and then this might be TMI for some people, but like because there's scar tissue there, she was pushing it in, you could almost kind of hear like, yeah, when she was pushing it in, you could almost kind of hear like pop, snap, crack, or pop, snap, crackle, crack, snapple, pop. Crack, snapple, crackle, snap, pop. Byron, come up here. Come here. No, okay. And so, come here. And so, yeah, And then she put it in, and then they didn't even stitch me up, they just used like super glue type stuff. And then it didn't take very long to heal. The scab part came off after maybe like 2 or 3 weeks. It was like a little bit sensitive. Oh, the only thing was I've recently kind of started like sleeping on my stomach. And so that wasn't very comfortable because like it hurts. And so that's the only thing is like if I'm sleeping on my stomach and I'm in a certain position where I'm kind of like on my stomach but like shoulders turned, then sometimes it hurts because like it's right there and it'll kind of do that. But that's literally the only thing. Yeah, and what else? It's really, I just wanted to say like it's not that bad. It's really simple. You don't have to charge a phone or charge a heart monitor, or the only thing you have to do is just make sure that you have a device that looks like this, and you just have to have that plugged in next to you, like 6 feet away, at least 6 feet from you or from where you're sleeping every night, and it will like gather all the data. And then you have this little fob thing. My friend the other day, she thought it was, we went for frozen yogurt and she thought it was, she was like, how does that work? And I was like, oh, you just like press it up when you feel symptoms. And she was like, oh, no, I thought it was to your car. No. It looks like this. I don't know how. Yeah. And you just press. Oh, you have to like hold it near your thing, and you just press the button when you feel symptoms, and then that night it'll go and they'll get it. And it's actually super nice. Well, at least my hospital, like this company will call me and be like, hey, you just had some PVCs, and like, so like nothing to worry about, like that's normal for me. So that's super nice. They're really compassionate. It's really cool. Yeah, and since I've gotten this, I actually haven't really gotten that many palpitations. So if you want to cure the palpitations, all you need to do is insert a heart monitor in your body. Also, they said that you'll go off at like what's it called, metal detectors, but whatever. That's fine. Yeah, it's been chill. The only thing I was thinking about was like, you need, I mean, I'm sure if you don't get palpitations that frequently and you like didn't have, oh shoot, oops. I just pressed it. Didn't have this for like 1 or 2 nights, I'd be okay, but I was just thinking about like camping. But I don't know. So yeah, that's my loop recorder story. You're gonna be okay. It's not a big deal. It's pretty cool. And there are young people who have loop recorders like me. So if you have any questions about my experience, let me know.